ready for this practice assignment?
Yes.
So this is a little bit different. I have a variation set up for you to work on. This is a great drill to practice, and you can do this in your backyard if you have a ring. It's a great thing to practice with targets. So this one is very different. I have a variation of it set up so you can kind of see what you can do. We have a bigger ring. There's a 6-foot ring over here. We have kind of a 3-foot ring, and then we have a kind of clubs set up over there that are about 6 feet from the hole. It gives about that 6-foot ring kind of. So if you don't have rings at home or don't have rings or anything, it's a great thing to practice just clubs around it.
Okay.
One thing to work on is just kind of getting target practice of, okay, this is where I'm aiming for, because we always like to be close to the hole, right? It makes it a lot easier for an up and down.
Yes.
All right, so this is a little bit different. So a great way to go about this drill is maybe set it up on 2 or 3 holes, kind of how I have it set up. Rings are great because you can vary where you're hitting from.
Okay.
But like I said, if you don't have rings, don't worry about it. Put clubs out. You can always move the clubs if you move around the hole. But to kind of work on this drill, so I want you to kind of go for the clubs one first, just that way we're starting off a little bit easier, a little bit longer, and kind of go from there.
Okay. Oh. So close.
That was a really good start. So we kind of see that we need a little bit more power. That obviously was a lot better chips than some of them that I've seen, which is always a good sign. Your follow through looked amazing in that, which is one of the things that we've been working on big time, which is awesome. So now I want you to try to go for a different hole. What this is doing is it's giving a variance, because how often on the course do you have the same shot multiple times in a row?
Right.
So this is kind of giving a variance of, okay, now let's try going for the middle one or even the shorter one. And that way we're getting a little bit different variance, but also we're working on that same, motion, same, kind of getting the fundamentals registered in our brain.
And working on the distance thing
Yes,
as well.
exactly.
I'm going to go for the red one.
Sounds good.
Oh,
That's all right. So what'd you kind of feel in that one?
my shoulder dipped down.
Yeah, for sure. And we're a little bit off that back foot, which is part of the reason why we did that.
Okay.
So it all kind of goes together, but definitely kind of keep it in that mind. But definitely try that one again. That's all right.
Oh,
We were aimed correctly.
It was correct.
So yeah, but definitely getting that variance a little bit of, okay, we did decent with that shot. It was in line with that shot, but now just kind of getting that speed and that aim. And it adds a little bit of pressure to the situation, just because you're trying to get it in the circle, like, oh my goodness. And so it does
when
get
you're really on the course.
Exactly. So it definitely gives a little bit of that pressure, but also that real life feel.
Okay, let's try the yellow one.
Sounds good.
I'm on my back foot again.
Yeah, exactly. But you can feel it.
Yeah.
So now trying to get that justification of, okay, why am I doing this? But that was good because you felt what you were doing. But trying to get, okay, if I'm not in the ring, what can I do better to get in the ring?
Okay.
And what this is doing, one, it's getting us a little bit of target practice.
Right.
But two, it's also getting us to be, okay, am I practicing this correctly? What do I need to do better to get in the circle? But it's limiting those kind of expectations as well.
Right.
Well, perfect. Well, how do you feel about this drill? You think it's a good one to do?
I do.
Okay.
My chipping always needs practice.
Of course, it's one of the biggest parts of the game. Well, perfect. Well, I'm glad we got this settled up.
Me too. Thank you.